Yo, what's going on, your boy Ghost here, and today I am bringing you guys another comparison video between the CX-9 and Bullfrog. The reason I wanted to make this video was because I always wanted to compare the new CX-9 to other SMGs. We started with the MAC-10 in my last video, and today we're going to explore the Bullfrog, which I argue would be one of the top candidates for SMGs currently in Warzone. I see a lot of people using them. I personally use it quite frequently, and let's see how it compares to the CX-9, because CX-9 is a new weapon, and I feel like people still don't quite understand how good or how bad the CX-9 is. Even I, personally, do not really understand. Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of slacked so far these last 2 days with double weapon XP. Like, technically I should already have this gun maxed out, but I just been kind of slacking with playing the game, so I don't quite have it maxed out. I did use it a little bit, but I haven't maxed out. But anyways, besides the point, before we get into the comparison, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 2,000. We're about like 180, maybe a little bit less subs away, so if you can help a brother out, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys can do me a favor, follow me over on my Twitch channel at always__. Well, I guess we're on the road to 250 followers now, because we're at 200. But yeah, man. With that being said, let's get into this comparison. Here we have the recoil pattern for the CX-9. As you can see, it's actually pretty straight. However, if it had more than 20 bullets in the base mag, that recoil would definitely shoot up. I mean, when you put on your attachments, it's not really too noticeable. Like, this gun's really solid in terms of recoil control and just range. But you know, as a base gun, it can shoot up there if it had like a 30-40 round mag base. But as you guys saw in my class setup, that class setup isn't obviously like the final class setup that you want to be using for this gun, but this is the one that I've been using as I've been leveling up my gun. I know in my last video I put up a class setup that was my ideal class that I wanted to run when I got all my attachments, but I figured that was kind of silly because I don't have those attachments. I'm not running that class setup, and even when I get those attachments, will I even truly run it? So I feel like putting the misleading class setup like that wasn't very good of me, so I decided to just show you the one that I've been rocking. Obviously, I feel like in this way that's misleading us too, but it's just the one that I've been rocking. Don't rock the one I'm rocking right now, because this is a not fully leveled up CX-9. I still got like maybe 9 more elbows to go. I did a little bit of work on it, but I still am not fully done. Which also means that in terms of clips, I didn't actually get that many clips when I was running this gun. I don't know why I wasn't getting clip-worthy things happening, because bro, I was low-key getting put in the blender with this gun. And I don't know what it was, because I feel like the honeymoon phase of it definitely wore off. I saw a lot more of the flaws introduce itself in this weapon. Granted, I'm running a 30 mag, so most of the problems that I encountered was because I had a 30 round mag and not a 50. Because when I have a 50, bro, I feel like it's going to be solid. And I mean, look, the Bullfrog has a base mag of 50, so the difference there in terms of ammo capacity is just that's on another level, bro, because the Bullfrog goes up to 85. And then the CX-9 is literally 50. But with this fast fire rate, the bullets go pretty quickly. Which actually doesn't make sense, because if you look at the guns like the Fennec and CX-9, with this fast fire rate, the bullets seem to literally disappear. Now the MAC-10, with it's one of the fastest fire rates in the game, those bullets disappear too, but for some reason, it doesn't feel like the ammo just disappears on me when I'm using the MAC-10. Now, that might just be for myself. Many of you guys may feel like the bullets in the MAC-10 disappear, but bro, the CX-9 and Fennec, maybe it's because of the low mags, but bro, bullets literally disappear on me, and if I'm trying to fight 2 people, bro, it's kind of hard to do. Like, the CX-9 for me is literally only usable for 1 guy, and then either maybe getting a chance to reload, maybe not, or GG. I gotta switch to my primary and just hope for the best. I found myself in situations like that again, or a lot, my bad, and I don't know, that's like one of the things I don't like about the CX-9. Like, I feel like the fire rate and just mag is just aren't just compatible. Well, obviously 30 round mag, fast fire rate isn't the best combination. I mean, I know with the 50 round mag is gonna be different, so I'm actually kind of just sad that I have not been able to use 50 round mag CX-9. I'm sorry that I've been slacking on that, but yeah, man. With that being said, let's get into the Bullfrogs and statistics. And then we have the recoil pattern for the Bullfrog. And this gun right here, man, one of the best SMGs at range, and in this comparison, it takes that title again. Definitely a little bit better, if not more better, than the CX-9 at range. Even if the CX-9 had 50 bullets, I just don't see it beating out the Bullfrog at range. In terms of damage, like, or aside from that, I'm not even talking about damage statistics, because I know that the Bullfrog probably has more damage at range, but just like the fire rate, the ability to control it, and just having way more ammo, it's just way more suitable for range. But anyway, speaking of statistics, let's get into the first statistic that we're going to talk about, which is the fire rate. And this fire rate, again, is going to be pretty lopsided because the CX-9 has a 1,036 RPM, while the Bullfrog has a 751 RPM. So that's about a 250 to 280 RPM difference, which is actually insane. But believe it or not, I feel like in this comparison, the fire rate is kind of irrelevant. And I know I can't really give you guys a full perspective on the CX-9 because, again, I don't have it fully leveled up, which I apologize for that. Like, if I was able to fully level up the CX-9 and experience it with 50 rounds and all of its attachments, I could give you guys a better perspective. But, I mean, listen, I just haven't really been playing the game. And people that... And usually, like, if I don't play the game, I usually try to, like, get outside information. So, by outside information, I'm either YouTube videos or streamers. But, listen, bro, everyone's playing Apex, and no one on YouTube is going to make like 2 CX-9 videos within like the first week. So I'm kind of like out of luck for the outside information and my own personal experience. So I apologize for that. I don't mean to be too like what you can call it, misinformed here, but the reason why I say the fire rate battle here kind of isn't as relevant as like a Mac 10 per se is because, like I mentioned, bro, the CX-9, and even if it has 50 bullets, like, it just feels like it runs out of ammo way too quickly, whereas, again, the Mac 10 doesn't feel like that. Although it has a faster fire rate than the CX-9, it just, for some reason, to me, doesn't feel like it runs out of bullets as fast as the CX-9. And in close range situations, I will give it to the CX-9. I mean, look, the damage for the CX-9 at 0 to 13 meters is 34 damage to the head, 24 to the chest, 24 and stomach, and then 21 to the extremities, which are the limbs. And then for the Bullfrog, 46 damage to the head, 31 to the chest and stomach, and 21 to the extremities. Now, look, the damage may seem very lopsided. I mean, look, the extremities in its own is like a huge difference. And I think that's like a 4 to 5 bullet difference at close range. But I guess in the way, like, the fire rate there is where it's going to help the CX-9 prevail if you have a 50-round mag. If you're running around like me with a 30-round mag, the Bullfrog's going to have a better opportunity to kill you because if you miss your bullets, it's a wrap for you. Like, you have very limited bullets to work with, and if you're sitting here shaking it up, like, you can't fully hit your shots, you are going to lose that gunfight even if you get first shots. And that's the only problem with, like, the CX-9 having 30 rounds. Like, with the 50-round mag, you know, you have more wiggle room to miss shots. Obviously, though, I feel like if you still miss quite a few, you're going to get punished heavily, because the Bullfrog is just the damage man. You can't afford to be just very careless when going up into a gunfight with high damage SMGs at close range, because even if you have the fire rate advantage, which, again, I feel like it's a pretty big thing. In this situation, not so much, because the CX-9 I don't feel like is too big of a threat, because I don't think the damage necessarily matches up with its fire rate, whereas like other guns kind of have the damage to show for it. Or maybe I might be tripping. I can't really recall stats off the top of my head, so I might be tripping by saying that statement. But for me, the CX-9 just feel like doesn't pack the punch with this fast fire rate as opposed to the other SMGs that have pretty fast fire rates and pretty good damage. But moving on to the damage for range, which again, I feel like the Bullfrog takes advantage in this even without knowing the stats for the damage, but we're just gonna say it anyway just for the sake of you stat heads. So for 13 meters and above, the Bullfrog has a 37 damage to the head, 25 to both the chest and stomach, and then 22 to the extremities, whereas for the CX-9 from 13 meters to 22 meters, it is 30 damage to the head, 21 to the stomach and chest, and then 18 to the extremities. And then for 22 meters and above, it is 26 to the head, 19 to the chest and stomach, and then 17 to the extremities. And to be honest, man, like, without seeing damage stats, I feel like most people would know that the Bullfrog is the obvious choice at range. Even if, again, the 50-round mag was playing any sort of role in this comparison, I still think it would be irrelevant just because, like, CX-9 is good, but a lot of us right now are running around with a non-50 round mag CX-9, and at range, it's not the best. And the Bullfrog, bro, like, it literally has capabilities of being an AR. It's so good at range, man, like, it puts some of the ARs to shame. And that's 100, that's 100. And then CX-9, bro, like, just, it starts shooting marshmallows at range. And added on the fact that controlling it it's not that hard to control, but you are very viable to missing a lot of shots with the CX-9, and it's gonna happen. And so you might leave somebody one shot. You may kill somebody. Like at medium range, I feel like the conversation between the Bullfrog and CX-9 kind of spices up. But at long range, the Bullfrog by a mile. But man, listen. The CX-9, I still need some more testing to do. Again, I apologize that I'm kind of giving you guys not a full comparison because I don't have it fully maxed out. But I think in my next comparison, I'm going to do probably another CX-9 one because I want to explore it with other SMGs. But this time around, I'm more than likely going to have it maxed out. There's no way I don't. Tomorrow, Sunday, I'm going to sit down here and at least max it out and get some reps in with the fully maxed out, with the fully decked out CX-9. Because I feel like I'm doing you guys what's it called? What's the word? Fuck, I forgot the word. I'm doing you guys a...
Right here.
Listen, I'm not doing you guys any favors by not using a max style. Like, yo, I feel like a lot of insight is missing from this comparison because I don't have a fully maxed style. May just be me though, but at this point, man, I don't even know if people really care because, you know, Apex taking over. You know how that goes. Anyways, man, with that being said, let me know what you guys think about the CX-9. Where do you guys rank it right now in the whole SMG meta or the SMG rankings? And would you put it over the Bullfrog personally? But, yeah, man, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.